All right, it's Friday, September 9, 2022. Summer slowdown is winding to an end. The markets are picking up in delivery and quantity and quality of orders. That means one thing. It's the season of Woowoo tinfoil hat YouTube videos. Hey everybody, how you doing? Dash and Dave here again. Now, right off the bat, first thing I want to say, I'm not going to name any of these content creators, these Doordash delivery gig personalities on YouTube here, are lying to you, manipulating the data, fudging the figures, or anything like that. No, I'm going into this, as you should too, that everything that they're showing you is straight up and straightforward. That doesn't mean it holds legitimacy with what they're telling you as the strategy of I've cracked the code and I've figured out the algorithm, figured it all out, and here's what you need to try and do. That's all woo-woo. It's bullshit. There is no secret to the algorithm. And here's the thing. Yes, while what they're showing you in their market in real time, yada, 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 may show some cause and effect, it cannot be repeated because the data is not repeatable. Anytime you try to prove cause and effect, the data must be consistent. And with the delivery gig economy, the data changes every day. It changes every minute. The only way you can ever say, I figured it out, is do a Monday for a couple hours, and then when you repeat that on Tuesday, at every split second, the same customer orders the exact same food order, having it delivered to the exact same place at the exact same time. That doesn't happen. If your data is the constant change in what you're trying to prove cause and effect, then you've got no cause and effect. Are there some commonalities? Are there patterns in any market? Well, of course there are. Lunch rush, dinner rush, breakfast rush, college town 9 to midnight. Yes, there are patterns that you can see. There are regular customers that you see on a regular basis. For example, out at Cabin Coffee, there is a daily customer out there. Many of us know who she is and where she lives, and she orders every day. When I'm coming into town, if I am near Cabin Coffee as I roll into town around 8:45 to 8:50, and if I'm closer, if I'm the proximity, I get her order. Except the other day, she ordered at 8:35 a.m. That 10-minute difference means everything. There's a regular DoorDasher that kind of hangs out there, a retired guy. If he was expecting her order at 8:45 to 8:50 and was rolling from, in town out there and was 2 miles away, yet as I was cruising by, I was 1 mile away at 8:35, I got the order. He was probably wondering, what the hell happened to Colleen today? She didn't order it. Well, yes, she did. It was 10 minutes earlier and I got it. So his little philosophy, and I'm not saying he has it, his little philosophy of if I can be out there at this specific time every day, I get Colleen's $8.50 order. Well, not that day, did it? Nope, didn't happen that day. So when the data is the variable, when you're looking at cause and effect and patterns, usually the data is consistent and then you throw variables at it in order to figure out the cause and effect. When it's reversed, you cannot draw any conclusions. So anybody and everybody that says, I've cracked the algorithm and I've figured it all out, are full of shit. One of the things I've seen here recently, not so much on videos, but in comments several times, the new theory, and you'll probably see this more and more maybe, is DoorDash throttling you back. This is the way it works as I understand. According to a comment in another video, real long comment, you could just tell this guy has it all figured out. So you start a shift and you make $20 in the first half hour, banging orders, short distance deliveries. DoorDash thinks that you've got too much of the pie and they're going to throttle you back, and for the next half hour you're getting nothing as they spread the wealth to other DoorDashers. Then things will pick up. Really? Oh my God. But he had a clarification. DoorDash will throttle you back for that next half hour after giving you sweet jobs. But that doesn't apply if it's busy, if they're short of dashers, yada, yada, peak pay, blah, 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 blah. Well, gee, those are some variables, aren't there? Do you think for a second that after that banging first half hour in your market, things slowed down a little bit? Nope, but let's go with DoorDash is punishing me. You know, oh my God, these mouth breathers that are out there. So this individual gave no alternative action to prevent this throttling for the second half hour of any given hour when you've already made $20 in the first hour. I guess one could assume that you don't take that $8.75 order that was like the second order that was going to put you at $20 in the first half hour. You don't take that order, so DoorDash won't throttle you back, and therefore you can make $23 to $25 because they're going to reward you. You know, come on, people. Do you think any of this shit through before you type it out? Oh my, it's just, it's the people that we have to deal with out there every day. Wow, wow, wow. Whew. And by the way, I want to thank the 25 to 50 regular viewers on my DoorDash videos. Thank you very much. Love your viewership. You don't belong in the mouth-breathing crowd. You watch me for whatever reason, and again, I thank you very much for that. You know, I am never going to have 10,000 views or 10,000 subs and 10,000 views on my videos because I don't play these games. Now, here's the thing about some of the games these YouTube content creators play. A great many of the big players have the financial ability to go out there and play these games for the YouTube video content that they're going to create that brings in all the viewers. Many of us, myself included, don't have that ability. I've got to go out and do what I do to make the money to pay my bills, yada, yada, yada. I would love to be in that category where I could go out there and play. Now, I know my market already. I'm 59, been around the block. I know how things work. You know, like I said, you know, when I first started watching YouTube videos to figure out how to do this DoorDash delivery gig, right off the bat, I could see immediately how flawed some of these strategies are. Okay, so I would love to be in the financial category of being able to go out there and do some of these things, much like they are, but I would do it by showing you it doesn't work. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. A lot of these players, every year, every 2 or 3 months, they come up with a new strategy that brings in the viewers and everybody goes, maybe that'll work. Well, what was wrong with the strategy they put out last month? You know, so it's constantly changing. And, you know, it's just one of those things that kind of, it really bugs me. It bugs me that it works for them so well, and it bugs me that so many people give them so much legitimacy. And it's controversial. It's, you know, DoorDash is screwing me. People love to feel screwed. And I'll tell you, the guys and the gals that I recommend right now, my personal opinion, the ones are the straightest shooters. DoorDash, Diaries, Bentley Coop, he's pretty much straight shooter. Pedro DoorDash, Santiago, he's a straight shooter. Nugs is funnier than shit to watch. He's the entertainment value. Kim's Tech Randomness, she's good shooter. Yep, it's tinfoil hat woo-woo season. A lot of videos coming out from a lot of the, you know, here's the thing. I would love to watch a lot more of these people videos just for the entertainment value and a little bit of knowledge, even though I think I've pretty much got a pretty good grasp on it. The biggest secret to the algorithm is there is no secret, and trying to find a secret is just a waste of time. Broadcasting, do this, do that, it's a waste of time. Now, a lot of time these guys kind of have little disclaimers that this might not work in your market, might not work every day, and all that, might not work every hour, every block of 4 hour shifts or whatever. Well, then what's the purpose of it? So yeah, you know, once you get into the big player status on YouTube there, where you've got, you know, 5,000, 10,000 viewers, every video that you're putting out is getting, you know, 1, 2, 3, 5,000 views, you know, that's the job. That's the pay that's paying your bills. And then, yes, the delivery gig or DoorDash got you to that point, and you still have to do that in order to create the content, but the cart gets ahead of the horse a little bit there, if you follow me there, that in order to create this content, you've got to get a little controversial, a little salacious, and let's be honest, it sells. It sells really, really well. I don't know if I can do it. I've got a conscience. I've got an honor code, a self-imposed honor code. I consider myself a straight shooter, and that's why my stuff don't sell. But I'm okay with that. You know, I make my stuff for myself. I enjoy doing it. I can go back and look at other videos for certain times of the year and go, what did I do then? What did I do different? Do I need to do something a little bit different? You know, blah, 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 blah. And for the 25 or 50 of you that watch on a regular basis, again, thank you very much. Start giving me a little more thumbs up if you would. That does help the algorithm on YouTube just a little bit, they say. So anyway, okay, all right. All right, Studio Daveed gonna jump in here just to wrap this up. Just this morning I watched a video from Pedro Doordash Santiago, and he was kind of talking about the same thing that I talked about here, and I put in his comments a comment, something that I've mentioned several times before in previous videos of mine. You know, there's gonna be a whole bunch of YouTube videos coming out, you know, about cracking the algorithm, and this is what you need to do, yada, yada, yada. And here's my take on it, and like I said, I've said this before. 2022 here and going into the fall of 2022, you know, we're coming out of the summer slowdown. You got to remember COVID occurred. Okay, so prior to COVID, all the delivery gigs were just in their infancy trying to find their footing, and then COVID hit. That caused unnatural growth in the delivery gig economy. It grew exponentially larger than it should have. Was that a good thing for the delivery gig economy or not? We don't know. We shall see. So, you know, it's 2022, coming into the fall of 2022. Things are different than they have been for the last 2.5, 3 years. Now we're going to see where the delivery gig economy stabilizes out at. Now, I think it's here to stay. I've said this before. Give people a comfort and a convenience, and they will take it, and it's never going to go away. There's going to be some changes. There's going to be ups and downs. You know, some people's markets are going to completely collapse. Some people's markets may explode to a point where it's just absolutely absurd. We shall see. We need to wait and see. Remember, there's no secret to the algorithm. That's the secret. Learn your market, know your market, and work your market to the best of your ability. And remember, everything rides on the customer. If they ain't buying, you ain't selling. All right, guys and gals, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully you can take something from this video and put it to use for yourself. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and hope to see you next time.